Brilliant. So I'm here with All Aboard and with the band Gifthorse. Lovely to have you guys here. We're in Waterloo Park at the moment, and Gifthorse are kind of known as sort of English frazzled pop is the way you could describe them, but we'll hear more about that later. Do you guys just want to give a brief intro to you guys?
Yeah, I'm Charlie. I play guitar and backing vocals.
I'm Naomi. I sing.
And I suppose the way that All Aboard normally works, we go to places that mean something to the artist, and this feels quite fitting today because we're actually going to 3 different spots on a bit of a journey, all based behind your new single. Do you want to explain a bit more about that?
So we're both based in North London, and we wanted to write a North London love song that kind of caught 2 lovers on a walk through North London hotspots, which is Waterloo Park, Highgate Cemetery, Hampstead Heath. Suppose when people write about London, it's often about East London and South London and Central London. We wanted to write something a bit more about just rural North London, a bit more idyllic, I suppose.
And is this home to both of you as well?
It is now. I'm from North London. Naomi's from Sheffield.
So I moved from Sheffield, and when I first moved to the city, I mean, I don't know if you've experienced that as well, but when you first moved to London, it's all in London, and you're excited by all the landmarks, and in a way it was kind of inspired by my kind of very romanticized impression of the city. And I've obviously lived here for a couple of years now, so I've kind of got used to more of the reality of it, but in a way it's kind of just it's honouring kind of moving to London, the excitement of that. And it's a love song, and we thought the settings are very romantic but also quite ordinary because it's just a walk in the park, and it's all about romanticising your life and North London.
Why particularly Waterloo?
Honestly, we just used to come here. So we wrote the song in summer 2024, and we do a lot of walks, basically the route of the song. And we talk about
literally
wow. Because if you
talking about writing a song about this route, I didn't know at the time.
No, if you go to Highgate Tube Station, you walk up to here, and then you walk down to Highgate Cemetery and to Hampstead Heath. We'd often just do that walk, and we'd kind of talk about our plans.
I think the day we actually wrote it was the day we had done this walk.
Yeah.
It was on a Sunday.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
But I mean, I suppose I'm kind of influenced by writers who mention locations in songs. I think.
Do you got any examples of
that?
Part
of it was probably inspired by the Smiths song "Cemetery Gates." Morrissey talks about a dreaded sunny day, so I'll meet you at the cemetery gates. That's probably where Highgate Cemetery. That line was kind of inspired by.
Wow, it is. Good.
I think it's just, it's kind of contrasting. Something that's quite. Most people wouldn't think to write a song about a cemetery, really, but when you think about it, it's a good thing to write a song about.
And you wouldn't think that a cemetery would be a nice place to go on a walk, and so I guess it's kind of in our songs we kind of talk about unexpected locations that you would find, aesthetic or romantic, and it's these quite sort of ordinary, unexpected places. In one of our songs, it's we mention Camden Road Overground. We mention a karaoke bar on Archway Road.
Would this song be good for karaoke?
Oh yeah, it would. Okay. All our songs.
Okay,
they're all karaoke songs.
Yeah.
Because all of our songs are just inspired by places we actually go to, and we go to the karaoke bar on Archway Road, which is a 10-minute walk from here. And I think that maybe inspired the pop element of it.
And in terms of songwriting, is this something? Are these ideas that are coming from both of you, or is it? Will you sit down on guitar first, come up with a melody? How does it typically start?
I'd say it's actually more. We have a lyrical idea, and then a concept for a song.
Yeah.
And then we'll take it to the acoustic guitar. I'll play some chords that kind of work with the concept, and then. So you do most of the melody stuff.
Yeah, then the melody will come after that, and then after that we will just collaborate on both parts. So it'll be both of us working on the lyrics together, And yeah, the song usually comes together with just guitar and vocals, and then Charlie does all the arranging of everything.
It's all very face to face. We like to just write on acoustic guitar. We tried it on computers and stuff, but I think, yeah,
You just get that raw feeling across of it.
It's nice, just being sat with someone writing a song.
Yeah, and I think that we've always found that like if a song sounds good, just strip back with guitar and vocals. That's when you know it's good. If it doesn't sound good like that, we've got to go back to the drawing board.
Was Please Love Me, was that an early song within your sort of musical journey together, or was that?
Yeah, definitely.
So it feels right to come out first, I suppose.
It was the first good song we wrote.
And
it wasn't the first song we wrote. It was the first good song we wrote.
First good song, yeah. Are we going to hear those early demos of other songs?
Absolutely not.
No, it's not.
Never. Never.
When it doesn't matter anymore. And
No. I hope not. I mean, they weren't awful, but I think
We discovered our sound.
we worked out what we're doing aesthetically and the lyrical concepts we wanted to talk. We basically just figured out what we were trying to say. I think that's probably the hardest thing for an artist to do, like work out what you actually want to say.
Find out what you want to write about. And for us, it was, they always say write about what you know. And, we start off with, we went on a walk here today. How did it make us feel? And that's kind of kicked off the inspiration for a lot of our other songs, how certain places in London have made us feel, the people we meet, the people around us. And I think, I hope it can be relatable to people in their 20s, particularly in London. It can be like both a very exciting and scary place to live at the same time. And I hope it can be. And also we want to write just fun songs, don't we? And we don't take ourselves too seriously, which is good.
Yeah, just romanticising the everyday. I think people have this idea of London as everything needs to be really fast-paced and exciting all the time, but I think most people have days where everything just feels like it's not going right for you. Especially in London in your 20s, it's difficult. So finding the kind of glamour and more everyday situations is what we're interested in.
And why the name Gifthorse then?
The name Gifthorse is because it comes from the saying, "Don't look a gift horse in the mouth," which essentially means if someone gives you a present, don't put your nose up. Just take it, whatever it is.
Okay, whatever the present.
Yeah, I mean,
I should have brought you guys a present. Now I'm feeling it.
It's like if I gave you a pair of socks for Christmas,
just take it.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It's like maybe not a PlayStation, but it's something
functional.
Yeah.
You could say our songs are a gift, so take them.
In what sense might you call "Please Love Me" a gift? What are you hoping?
If it was a present.
If it was a present.
Ooh.
Oh,
it'd be like a North London walking tour guide, but it's not a very exciting present. It's like a last-minute present you give to a distant family member.
No.
What about travellers who come over can take it?
I think.
Oh no!
If "Please Love Me" was a present, that was a very good question.
Like those red buses that take tourists around in London.
Oh yeah,
we just get one of those rooftops, but like doing the route of the song.
You might have to get a little sort of a little golf buggy to go through the park.
But like a golf buggy that looks like a double-decker bus.
Oh.
Or like a horse, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe we're pushing it too far here.
Oh yeah, maybe the present should just be a horse. Yeah.
That'd be a nice present.
Literally a gift horse.
So you have to look after it. But anyway, so because we know lyrically, but then musically as well, who've been some of your influences growing up? Do you feel you wear that quite close to your sleeve, the way you play, or?
I think we both have very kind of classically pop influences, and it's quite like, for Gifthorse particularly, we're very inspired by kind of like classic pop bands. So we love bands like the Smiths, the Sundays, Pulp. We also love Blondie, particularly like their playful
Blondie
side.
Definitely popped to my mind, actually.
Yeah, we love them. And we also love like 60s girl groups, like the Ronettes. We're very inspired by kind of like the harmonies, and kind of like "Please Love Me" was kind of inspired by the sort of kind of classic love song kind of thing. There's a lot of songs these days that are just like, dump your man, you don't need a man, or whatever. And it was just kind of celebrating being like, actually, it's fun to be romantic and
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, the Smiths are a big one, I'd say. All the bands you mentioned, but I guess it's bands that kind of.
When did the Smiths click for you?
When I was 11, when we went.
Good moment.
No, specifically
11.
when I was 11, when we went on a family holiday to France, south of France, we drove there, and me and my brother became obsessed with this Smiths DVD, which is like all of their music videos. And
Oh, is it?
basically, I just kind of got really obsessed with them.
How many hours was that?
Must have been like 12, 14 hours.
Goodness.
But I think just what we're trying to do is, bands who made very accessible music, instant music, but it had a depth to it and romance to it. So, yeah.
But with a slight modern twist as well, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it's kind of honouring these bands but making sure we're bringing something fresh and modern to it. And yeah, a huge focus of ours is to make like sing-along songs as well, but using our own sound and yeah, just being a full-on pop band, but with these references.
How did that come across when you're actually in a live setting recently at the Mascara? How did that come across?
I suppose the way we dress is trying to be pretty sharp and pop.
Yeah.
We all wear blazers.
Slick.
Naomi carries flowers on stage.
Not real flowers.
Why the flowers, or you just feel it's a nice?
I think just flowers are pretty. It's beautiful, and we want to make pretty beautiful music, so it makes sense.
Frazzled English aesthetic,
Yeah.
and it's romantic as well. You buy flowers for, and.
I think live we want every song to come across like it's a single. So everything is quite instant to the point. But we're not doing 8-minute shoegaze jams or anything. It's quite.
You're succinct.
It's succinct, yeah. That's a good
You
way.
need to remember every song.
Yeah.
basically.
Sing along.
Sing along.
And how do you feel? Were people singing along at the gig as well?
They were singing along, and we had a couple of our fans from TikTok come down, and I actually handed them the flowers that I bought, and they were loving it and dancing, and we want people to dance. As
So
well.
you actually had quite a fun idea for your promo, weren't you? Sending cards out as part of your promo. How did that whole process work?
So we've actually been sending postcards out to people with our lyrics, just for anyone who's kind of we have a secret WhatsApp community, people who found our music online. And then for the single, quite a few people had been waiting for it to come out. So we were like, if you pre-save the single, you get a postcard, and it had the single cover on. And then we just write a little personalized message. And it was really nice because everything's kind of, music, it's all promoted online these days. It's just Reels, TikTok, everyone's scrolling for it. So we thought it'd be nice just to give something back for people.
So you use TikTok as a platform to then bring that process through after almost.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of younger kids, I guess 16-year-old, 17-year-old kids, they didn't grow up with anything physical. It was all online. Yeah. So I definitely see from our fans on TikTok that they crave that kind of physical connection to an artist rather than just having the song on Spotify.
Without knowing, do you feel they know that, or do you feel you're almost offering something they don't necessarily know they want?
I think I've just noticed that. I've noticed artists do that. Ethel Cain's really good at doing that. Kind of creating a world for her music to live in rather than just having songs. Yeah, her fans love the way she dresses, and she has a good Tumblr kind of community where she puts up diary snippets and lyrics, and I think people really like that, having an artist who has a whole world about them. So I suppose we're trying to do that in our own way.
People like to feel part of your world as well, and some of our fans, they've kind of made friends of each other through the community. They have similar interests, similar music taste, and I think it's a really good way of actually connecting people and creative people as well. We found as well, and
it's amazing that you guys have done that. Was only just releasing your first single. You obviously created this whole community around Gifthorse before you've even released music, which is how were you teasing people with songs before, or was it through your WhatsApp group?
Yeah, it was through that as well. We've actually people have heard the whole song before, but that was just using little SoundCloud snippets, and then on TikTok generally we just be doing snippets of the song. If you go on our TikTok now, it'll just be the "Please Love Me" chorus, just again and
That's it,
again.
just-
PL PL.
It's very catchy though. I will say, on my journey over here, it was it had me.
To be honest, we've been teasing
Better
it.
and
We've been
worse.
teasing it for about a year.
Really.
Literally about a year.
Must be waiting for the right time.
So I promise you, TikTok, we are gonna start teasing other songs.
Yeah.
Why
There's more
why was now the right time?
I think because everything kind of fell into place aesthetically.
Yeah.
I think honestly we had the song, but we needed to sort of build the world around that.
Yeah. Figure out exactly.
Figure out what it's going to look like, how we were going to present it, and we've also recently started playing with a band, and that feels like it's kind of come together in a live sense. So I just felt like the right time to do it. I think also September feels like a good time to release music. I think it's kind of after the summer festival period, but it's before winter when things get a bit dark. So yeah, I think it's been a good time to do it.
Who have you pulled into the band then?
So we have a drummer and a bassist, and they're called Zach and Iggy, and they're twins, and they're really good.
Twins. How'd you find them?
So Zach is a drummer around London. I kind of noticed him. I think he follows us on Instagram, and we've been playing around London just for two of us, but we felt that we needed a band. So I messaged him and asked if he fancied doing it, and then he said yes, I'd love to. By the way, my brother's a bassist. So I was like, oh, I wasn't
Brilliant.
even I was
As
just trying to
chance
get a
goes.
drummer, but now we've got a bassist as well.
I'll happily take a bassist.
So we went and saw them play at Signature Brew in Black Horse Road.
Yeah. Cool venue.
He was playing in another band there, and then kind of went on this mad night out with both of them.
Sign the contract.
Ended up at the Hawley Arms in Camden.
Oh, did you?
And
Okay.
then that kind of sealed the deal.
Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've literally been playing with them since then.
Yeah.
So,
It's all been good, yeah.
rehearsal the week after, and yeah.
Brilliant. And why actually really stuck out to me as well is I felt the artwork really suited the song. How did the artwork come about? Which photographer do you have on board for that?
So we had this really amazing photographer called Lulu, and she's actually from New York. She's a fashion photographer, and we did this shoot a while ago. We decided to go to the Barbican, and there's a laundrette there, and it just looks very like Wes Anderson. It's like kind of these bright blue washing machines, and we had to slightly bribe them to take some pictures, didn't we?
Yeah, it's quite a famous shooting location. I think bits of Killing Eve were done there.
Okay.
Lots of kind of BBC dramas. So we started taking photos, and the guy was like, absolutely not.
We had a light and everything.
But we'd all travel to get there, and I'm just kind of like, can I give you a bit of money and we can do it? He said, yeah, 20 quid for 15 minutes. So
That's not bad for an album cover though, is it?
I know, so we literally had to just
Was it
really
back
get to
pocket?
work.
Yeah, we had to lock in.
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, it was quite stressful, but I guess it made us. We knew we had to get the shot in 15 minutes.
We had to get the money shot.
And to be fair, it was the best photo shoot we've done.
Yeah, and I remember, I even remember just going through the photos and being like, that's it, that's the money shot. And then we didn't even really decide to make it a single cover, but then afterwards we were like, yeah, this should definitely be the single cover.
So it wasn't initially the plan. What?
No.
Did you have plans at that point, or you suddenly did it as a?
We were just we just needed some press shots. We just needed some aesthetic photos, and we'd done some photos of Lulu before, and we thought it'd be cool to do it in a laundrette. And then, we just decided this should definitely be a single cover.
Great. So we've just made ourselves down to part 2 of the trilogy. I mean, we're at Highgate Cemetery, as you can see.
As you can see.
Why are we at Highgate Cemetery?
Why are we at Highgate Cemetery? Well, that's a very good question.
Because that's where the walk on the song goes to. It goes from Waterloo Park down to Highgate Cemetery. Highgate Cemetery is a very famous North London cemetery. Karl Marx is buried here. It's been referenced quite a lot in films. There's a director called Mike Leigh, and one of his films, High Hopes, it's shot in there. So I think...
What kind of things, High Hopes?
It's a very down-to-earth kind of English film. It's about a couple who live in Holloway, a working class couple, and it's kind of like a bit of a class commentary film, but it's just his films were kind of set around normal people and their everyday life, and they're all set in North London. So I suppose we were quite inspired by that as well.
Yeah, and also the aesthetic of Highgate Cemetery. There's a lot of history here. A lot of like famous people are like buried here, and one of the lyrics is like "drift past decades we'll never see," and it's kind of like sort of realizing all the history that's around you here. You know, the different people's lives. Couples that have lived and gone, and yeah, it's kind of just a very sort of nod to like classic romance, isn't it? And
As I mentioned earlier, it's also the Smiths song "Cemetery Gates," which had a similar kind of message. It's about two lovers or two people meeting at a cemetery. So we're inspired by that, kind of contrasting.
Why do you think it is? Why the cemeteries sort of breed those sort of songs? Do you think?
I think it's because, I mean, when you think of a cemetery, you think of death, don't you? But they're actually quite beautiful, a lot of them. Often often based in very idyllic places. So I suppose that contrast is interesting.
yeah, something like quite strangely beautiful about it, and they're very peaceful as well. And I think the song is quite escapist. It's like escapism from the city and the loud noise, and it's just like, yeah, we just find this walk very peaceful.
Therapeutic.
and
Well,
therapeutic,
they're a good place to contemplate, really. You can get quite existential in a cemetery. I think we're both quite existential people, and
So it's
the lyrics are quite existential, but kind of making peace of that, yeah.
But yeah, and also I guess the song is also about like appreciating life and kind of the simpler moments, and yeah, and I guess like a cemetery it's kind of like a reminder to just appreciate
To seize the day.
seize the
the
day.
day.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, talking about seize the day, we're gonna make our way on to our final location.
Woo!
Right, so we've come to our third and final destination and the final of the trilogy within Please Love Me. What brings us to Hampstead Heath finally?
It's the final route on the walk. It's Hampstead, it's the Heath, it's quite an iconic London location. I suppose, yeah, anything more to add to that?
Yeah, I mean we do live a walk in Hampstead, and I kind of feel like, I don't know if like people can relate to this, but it's quite a good place to come when it's like a Sunday. You've been out maybe last night, maybe the last 2 nights, and got a bit of a mild hangover, and it's just like a nice detox from the week.
detox.
And
The whole path's therapeutic, isn't it?
it is, yeah, cleansing your yeah.
I think it's just that classic London location thing we've been talking about. I think like Americans, when they think of London, they think of Hampstead
Yeah,
Heath and Hampstead.
They think all of London is like this.
So just having that kind of quite,
Which is
Which is
we'll say that's true.
just having that quite iconic London imagery, and it's a romantic place as well.
Yeah.
Even as we've been stood here, I've seen quite a few couples walking past, contemplating their futures with each other, etc. I suppose that's the kind of thing we've been writing about. So
Yeah, and a lot of our songs we kind of like observe couples or people, characters we see, and we're like, oh, what's their story? How did they meet? Are they in love? Are they just like on one date? And I think like it's very good. It's very good people watching spot, isn't it?
we love people watching. We do it for fun anyway.
Just like,
Like when we go out on nights out, we're kind of observing people rather than dancing. I think a lot of
Sounds kind of odd, but
a
I
little
hear
bit
what you're
creepy,
saying,
but I think we're
as a
just
couple, it's okay.
well. I think we're just interested in people and people living ordinary lives. I think it's quite.
yeah.
I don't know. Do you ever get that? You kind of like wonder what do they do with their lives?
I think
what,
so.
what
Yeah,
are
like,
their
what's
lives
brought
like?
them here at this
Why are
moment?
they here?
And you meet all sorts of characters in London, and
You can kind of make
Certainly
quite
do.
interesting backstories in your head about
yeah.
who they are and what they're doing.
How accurate do you guys think you are as a pair? Do you get it out of 10?
I think Probably 9.5. I think
It's good effort.
I think we're
wow.
quite good at it
Okay.
naturally. I think we've got a good eye for what people are doing.
Would you call that a hobby in a sense?
I think I've always really liked people watching personally. I've always found it interesting, and I think when we kind of met, we were both interested in that, and now that's seeped into the songwriting.
Observations.
It's kind of, you know, going back to our influences like Pulp, the Smiths. Their songs were always very based on normal people living ordinary lives and kind of glamorizing that, finding the romance in the everyday, rather than writing about like, rather than writing about Kate Moss, you're writing about just ordinary people on the bus or in Hampstead Heath.
So do you feel Gifthorse, the band, obviously you guys are a couple outside of Gifthorse as well, do you feel Gifthorse as a platform portrays you well as an actual couple outside of that?
Well, that's a very good question. I kind of feel like it's kind of an extension of ourselves, but then we're definitely just kind of being ourselves, and it's like we're just writing about what we know as a pair and what we've both kind of bonded over and our interests, and yeah.
I think the fact we're so close makes it a lot easier to write songs together. I think.
Can you be critical of each other as well in a sense?
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
okay. I think
we're-
to see some of that maybe.
We're both. It can get quite heated when we write songs because, to be honest with you, if one of us doesn't like the other's idea, we say it. It's not being polite.
And is it typically you've got to make sure everyone's 100% for that idea to roll on?
Kind of. I think it's more.
You both go with
It
it.
takes a bit of convincing, but it's like, hey, actually, yeah, I do like that idea. You're right.
I think you kind of. I always think with songs, if the idea sticks, it's good. It's why we don't really. I think a lot of people do like voice notes and stuff, which can work, but I think ultimately, if you remember the song the next day, it's good. If you've forgotten it.
And I think at the end of the day, we both have like a pretty shared vision. Most of the time, we do like agree of what we want a song to sound like, and I think a lot of the time it's just like the overall outcome, and not like I wrote this line and he wrote this part, and
we don't.
it's pretty collaborative once we get there.
Can it be hard
once
almost?
we finish.
Of course, as a couple and songwriting partnership, you probably maybe text each other ideas at work or whatever. Can it be hard occasionally to shut down from that world, or that is just what you love doing as a couple as well?
I think it's a very good question. I think actually I would recommend it to two couples, because you know we bond we bonded over music, and it's kind of just like what we love doing. Obviously we can separate and just do normal things, and actually kind of that's what Please Love Me is about. We just love doing normal things too, but then we like writing tunes about it.
Well, I think because we came together originally to write music as well, rather than it wasn't like we were dating and then we decided to write songs. I think our relationship has always been quite. You can't really separate what we do musically to our relationship, because it is kind of all
Meshed in
the same
one.
world. Yeah. But having said that, sometimes you do have to switch off and remember.
How do you switch off as a couple? What do you get up to outside?
Honestly,
Going
to the
walks
pub.
and-
I was going to say going for walks, like.
This specific walk.
Yeah, but then ironically we write a song on the walk, so it's like
So it's kind of switching off.
we don't really switch off. Is the answer.
We're very obsessed.
if you love it that
we're
much,
very
it's
obsessed with
sort of-
music, so it's, we love it. Yeah.
And I suppose the whole aim of Gifthorse is to keep taking it up to the next level and hopefully turning it into the full-time thing, I suppose.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
And just finally looking at sort of the next steps, you're actually playing on the 29th of October at All Aboard Presents at the Clock Tower, which is
We
very
are.
exciting.
We've just
signed the deal.
Just signed up
Off
for that.
camera, we got my little contract out. We got
Yeah, we're really excited to do that. As we were saying earlier to you, now we're playing with a band. That's great and it's exciting, but it's nice to kind of play the songs how we wrote them, which is just acoustic guitar and voice.
Strip back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was great to hear you acoustically earlier on
Yeah.
today as well, which I think will really fit the Clock Tower vibe, which will be great.
Really excited to play with the other bands you got on the bill as well, like the Slow Country.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
can announce that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you can announce that in. Yeah, I think it'll be a great evening. And just looking at what else you've got coming up, of course, you just got Please Love Me out. What's gonna be next for your TikTok fans? What are they?
I think we might leave it to TikTok to tell us what the next song will be.
Oh, okay.
But we have a few ideas. I don't want to give too much away right now because honestly, we only released the song last week, so we're kind of still in that
Still in that
zone.
Yeah.
We're kind of like, we have some ideas of what we would want the next song to be. I mean, we've written a lot of songs, so there will be music coming out.
Yeah.
For sure. You won't have to wait as long, I think, for this one. Yeah.
But I mean, apart from releasing, we've got quite an exciting month in October coming up. We're going to Tenement Trail for the first time in Glasgow.
Oh, very cool.
Playing that festival.
Amazing.
With some great artists like Pale
Full band?
Waves. Yeah, of course.
Great.
Pale Waves, Chloe Slater,
Oh, brilliant.
people like that. And then we have a couple of London dates. We're doing a show with a band called Gingerella, who are really cool. And Lost Alice as well at the Troubadour. That's 17th of October.
West Brompton.
Yeah, you should come down. That's kind of your way.
It's close to my end. So.
Yeah, we love the Troubadour, so really excited about that. And then after that, we're playing with Lizzie Isu at the Strong Room on Saturday 23rd. And then, All Aboard Presents.
All Aboard Presents to finish up the October.
We're
Halloween edition.
We're doing a gig at the Elephant's Head in Camden this month as well on the 23rd of September.
Oh, brilliant. Wow, it's a busy
times,
season. It's kicked on. Well, look, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you guys on, and hopefully you've enjoyed our journey throughout North London. Hope to see you on the 29th of October, All Aboard Presents. And
thank you so much for having us.
Brilliant.
And thank you for joining us on our slightly rainy walk now. But it's been a fun walk.
It's been Gifthorse and All Aboard Presents.
Bye-bye.
Bye.